Maybe it's the new year, maybe it's because everyone is broke because of Christmas spending, but I'm seeing scams occurring regularly on Facebook. And I myself was about to purchase a full paintball setup, a gun, a tank, a loader, from somebody who happened to be outed as a scammer. Thank God I didn't send that money, but we're gonna get into that later. I wanted to start this video off by giving you guys a couple ways that you can avoid getting scammed when you're buying paintball gear. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, what happened to that gear bag giveaway? Well, I've got some good news for you, my guy. At the end of this video, we're gonna select the winners live and give away those 5 prizes that were announced in my last upload. It seems rather obvious, but I'm gonna say it anyway. If you're purchasing your paintball gear from a local store or an established online sales business, that's your ANS gear or your local pro shop, if you're buying it brand new, you have the most protection against anything that could go wrong. Working paintball retail myself, before I let anything go out the door, I always air it up, test it, cycle it. If it's a loader, we'll throw some batteries in it and make sure it's feeding properly. Buying things brand new from a local pro shop or from an established online pro shop is the #1 best way to prevent any negative outcomes when you're purchasing paintball gear. Don't get me wrong, I'm not gonna look down on you if you choose to purchase your equipment from an individual or buying used paintball gear. See, not every pro shop stocks every item that you're gonna need. Or if you're looking for a carnivore autococker, that marker is not available new anymore. So you're gonna have to go out there and buy from an individual and try and get your hands on a used one. So yes, there are situations where you're gonna have to go out into the wild and do some BST. I have a few pro tips to help you. One of the first things to look for is a seller asking for money in a strange way. So say if you're negotiating directly with somebody on Facebook and they say, I need you to mail me a cashier's check, or I need you to put cash in an envelope and send it to me. And then they'll give you some crazy sob story as to why their PayPal account is locked down or why it has to be a cashier's check. If you think that there's anything fishy going on with the method of payment, right away back out of that deal, because that is the first sign that a scam is about to go down. I also want to say Venmo has been rather sketchy. So Venmo, Cash App, I would stay away from those, and I would use PayPal and never send as a gift. That is the next big point on this video. When you gift, that means, like, say I'm gonna pick up 2 cases of paint that my friend already purchased for me, and I know him, I know where he lives, he's my teammate. Then I'll send it as a gift. But when you send money over PayPal as a gift, you lose your protection in case you get scammed. So do not gift if it's somebody that you're not tight with, or somebody that you can actually knock on their door if things go wrong. So I would avoid gifting unless it's a local deal and you guys are about to meet up, but gifting to somebody out of state is a huge no. It seems that Facebook has become the primary marketplace for players to purchase paintball gear. And yet, as we moved from PB Nation to Facebook, scams, the rate of people getting scammed, has gone through the roof. I've seen scams where somebody will actually ship something, but it's not the marker. So say you buy a CS2, the guy will mail you 2 bags of paint, which will have about the same weight as a CS2, and say, oh, here's my tracking number, this is totally legit. And then you open up your box and it's like, there's broken, crappy paint in here and not a marker. And those battles are always the toughest to come out of. So what a lot of people have been doing is what's called a legit check. But I question the legitimacy of the legit check. A legit check goes that you post, hey, I'm about to do business with XYZ. Has anybody bought anything from him before? Is he legit? What's his reputation in the community? And they'll make that a public post on the seller's wall. And what will happen is that the seller will have all of his friends hop in and say, yeah, he's the best guy ever. But they're all his friends, so of course they're gonna be saying positive things about him. The legit check does have some use if you do it in the group in which the sale is going down in. So I would, yeah, legit check could help, but you also have to go and lurk their profile. I know it sounds a little strange, but if it's a new profile with 0 pictures and they just joined, or maybe they don't use their full name, or maybe it's something that looks like a total fake name, that might make you scratch your head just a little bit. But there are some positive signs if you lurk a profile. For example, if you see a player has been on the same NXL or WCPPL, a big name team like an upper divisional team, or even a pro player, like the people who've been core members of their local paintball communities. If you see that guy is very involved and everybody knows him, and he's been playing event after event, and his teams are well known, his teams have good sponsors, then maybe you'd want to do business with somebody who has established themselves in the scene, rather than just some rando. Arizona is lucky because we have our own local buy-sell trade page on Facebook, and rarely, if ever, something goes wrong. I like local BST because we can meet up at the paintball field, and I can take a look at your marker, I can air it up, I can shoot it over a chronograph before I hand over my cash. So trying to keep your business local. Ideally, obviously, it's the official businesses, the brick and mortar stores. But if they don't have what you want and a local player does, by all means, set up that deal, bring a bag of paint, get an air fill, and test your stuff out. I love being able to make sure a marker works by shooting a full loader through it before I hand over my cash. But at the very least, if you're not meeting up at a field, bring an air tank, gas that thing up and look for leaks. Turn it on, see if the board works, check the eyes. Do as much as you can before you hand over your money. Because with a local deal, you're not likely to get robbed. I know that's the crazy one, like give me your money, and then they don't hand you anything. But when local deals go down like a Craigslist or an OfferUp, sometimes you'll get a product that doesn't work. So adjust your offers accordingly if you're going through Craigslist, OfferUp, those types of sites. But if you're doing a direct-to-player sale, player-to-player direct sale, meet at a field if you can. That will prevent a lot of heartache. So this guy was selling an Ego 11 full setup with a Spire 3 and a Ninja 6845 for $300 cash. That price is really below market. So if a deal turns out to be too good to be true, then maybe it might be. Maybe you should proceed with a little bit of caution when you're negotiating with this type of person. So this one's kind of funny. The scammer is asking the legit buyer if he's serious. It's almost as if the scammer is trying to turn the tables. So the buyer starts to get suspicious, and rightfully so. The pictures are all old and they're all in different places. So usually what you can do when you're asking for pictures is get a timestamp. A timestamp is where you have the seller write their name or write your name and write the date on a piece of paper and then take a picture of it. So after asking for fresh new pictures, the scammer starts to offer a CS1 full setup for $425, and he's saying it's a brand new CS1. This is kind of crazy. Remember earlier in the video where I said to watch out for sob stories about why PayPal doesn't work and watch out for Cash App? Here, the scammer is trying to get the potential buyer to pay with Cash App because it's way faster and better for both of us, and he got robbed by a kid from PayPal. That sounds a little like BS, and this is a definite red flag. At this point, the buyer is starting to finally realize that something is up with this deal. It's a little bit too good to be true. He wants the money in a sketchy way, and what he did was he reverse image searched the pictures that the seller was providing. And sure enough, the images popped up as generic photo bucket pictures that he just took off Google. So the pictures of the sale, the pictures of the equipment for sale, are not even real. He's using someone else's pictures. And then here he gets called out. So it's kind of sad that you're using Google search to scam. It's photo bucket, bro, LOL. And he says the same photo was taken in 2012. So do you think that this potential seller has had the marker from 2012 to now, and he just has the same pics sitting around? This is so obviously a scam. And I'm really happy that the buyer caught on to what was going on here and posted this information up for everyone to see. So by the time I was ready to hit up the seller to buy the purple Ego 11, I had read through these DMs and I'm like, whoa, I'm not gonna touch that guy with a 10-foot pole. This guy was scamming everyone. And what's sad is that people actually ended up paying him. He got quite a few people to bite on these fake pictures of guns that he didn't even own. Enough about all that negative scamming stuff. Now it's time for the giveaway. Once again, thanks to Chris at Elevation Mesa Paintball Supply for providing these prizes. I know it's been a while, so I'm going to go through the list of the 5 prizes once again. We have GI glides in a size medium. We have brand new Empire knee pads in a size extra large. We have an SD Pirates custom HK Army jersey with microfiber. That's a size XL. We have an Empire Prophecy loader with a speed feed. And the 5th prize is an Eclipse pod pack, which I still didn't know that they make. So here's how this is going to work. I copy and pasted all the comments into random.org. I'm going to click randomize. And I know sometimes I tried it, a comment, like text of the comment would show up and not a username. So the first username I see is going to be the first winner. Then I'm going to randomize it again. The second username I see is going to be the second winner, and so on and so forth. You're going to be able to choose out of the 5 prizes which one suits your needs the best.
Good morning, Tippity Top Kickers. Let's get this bread.
First place. Alex Conci. All right, going to hit back. Second place, Rally Raiders Paintball. Third place, El Hernandez 30. Fourth place looks like Daniel Zampria 69. And then 5th place. Whoa, Rally Raiders already won. This is weird. Let's do Miguel Barreto.